All right, what's up, my good people? It is your girl Mitch Gaming, and we are live again for the. I think this is the fourth day now in terms of leagues, not plus TDMs. So we're in the fourth game, or rather day, for the Kenya Pubg Mobile League Season 8 games. We are in the second week of the league. This is day 2 of the league, and we have Group A teams playing tonight. You know the drill. You know how it's going to be going tonight. You know the teams that we have in the game. I'm going to be showing you guys that in a few. But before we go to that, just make sure you've done the necessary. Please like the live stream, share the live stream link, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're yet to do so, because I'm going to be bringing you guys the action live here with you for the Kenya Pubg Mobile League Games Season 8. Na nakwambia ile violence iko karibu kuanza leo. I'm not even going to be talking about it, but let's first check on the teams that are going to be playing tonight and see what are we going to be expecting and which teams are going to be playing. Forgive that cut. Well, let's go ahead and check on the participating teams. So looking at the teams that are going to be participating tonight, we have the Tycoonz Esports, Mercenary Union, F4M, Team Epic, Excess Power, Invincibles, the BMGs, STR Esports, Deadly Esports, K9 Esports, Rush Esports, Tactical Team, Eternal Life, Road to Glory, SX Esports, Inhale Tempo, Delta Esports, Brutal Psychers, Supreme 7, and Blitz. Just give me a second. Need to pinch. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. So yes, so we have CX Esports, Inhale Tempo, Delta Esports, Brutal Psychos, Supreme 7, and Blitz. So those are the teams that are going to be participating when it comes to Group A. Looking at the map rotations, we're going to be having Game 1 as the Sanhok, Game 2 will be Erangel, Game 3 we have Miramar, and then the last game of the night is going to be Erangel. This being Group A. Of course, there is going to be a lot of violence. We know all these teams, they have a lot of power. We've seen them battle it out before. We've seen how aggressive they are in terms of skills. So we're going to be checking just to see how they're going to be performing. You can tell me in the comment section which teams you think are going to be doing really, really well. But for now, guys, the game is just about to begin. We're about to see a lot of action, to be honest. It's going to be a little bit tight here in terms of scores. Like we said, not even a single team is yet to get to 80 points. But remember, we have a team called Brutal Psychos. They got 64 points from the previous games that was in last week. They got 64 points, and now they're here playing tonight. They are in Group A because, well, we did some shuffle here and there. We had the top 7 teams from Group B coming to Group A, and then the bottom teams from Group A, the bottom 7, they were brought to Group B. So yes, the challenge is going to be there. Yesterday we had Group B games. We had teams like YC Esports, Crazy Esports, G9 getting the win as well. I'm trying to remember which other team got a win. Nitrades, is it Nitrades? I can't seem to remember the other team that got a chicken dinner. But all these 4 teams, they got a chicken dinner yesterday. It was really, really interesting. We saw a player called YC Jogo actually dominating the game. He did a really good job, to be honest. The man was literally everywhere with the DBS. So we can crown him the man with the DBS kills, the same way we crowned Kill, the TDM Lord there. For Kidogo too, he got the TDM Lord title. but they're not sure. We're going to be having more TDM games next week. And just before I forget, we understand that the league has been a little bit short, so some teams have been hard done in terms of points. They didn't get to play a lot of games, and I didn't even realize that I put it at 3 weeks and not 4 weeks. So you'll be seeing a notification, an update tomorrow on the structure, just to make sure you guys have to play 12 games so you can go to the finals. And of course, there's some teams that will have progressed directly to the finals that will also be shared with you guys. But for now, this is just the beginning of the Kenya Pubg Mobile League Game Season 8. We're in the second week of the league. The battle is still there. The challenges are still getting a little bit crazy. So as we go on to the game, kama kawaida, let's say hi to the viewers and see what they're telling us tonight, what they have to tell us, and what they're expecting, honestly, when it comes to these games, because I believe I'm live on... so I'm gonna be checking. Just give me a second just to make sure I say hi to you guys. We have there a guy like Jamal. He's always on time, always in the live there, waiting to support and give you any instructions or directions you need to be able to enjoy the live stream. I don't know how comes the players are yet to join. I'm guessing there's a confusion. Some of them are not seeing the codes, so that is what is happening right now. But we have at least 5 teams to... not teams. We're going to be seeing a few changes, okay, just on the people playing. So let me see what this happens and how we're gonna be. I want to see the comment sections so that I can answer you guys, okay. Just give me a second. Sitaki mtu apitwe ikuwe sija kujibu. So and hii simu ina battle na mimi, nani anaweza shika screen kushinda mwingine. But yeah, let me check on the comment section and then I'll be able to answer you guys if you have any questions or any concerns. I'll be there with you. But yes, now finally the players are joining real fast. So I'm guessing there was an issue in terms of codes, in terms of seeing the codes to join and stuff like that. But you can tell me, guys, which team do you think is going to be doing a really good job tonight? Hi, let me just see. Hi, Keith. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Let me check on another comment there. We have Pro Barbie says, SL ladies. Well, the ladies are not playing tonight. They already played yesterday, but they will be playing again next week. So we'll be doing an update on that. We're going to be telling you guys how we're going to be going about it, what are the changes that are going to be there, and then you can now see more games next week. We have... Hisham Assad, let's go 1HT, the Inhale Tempo. They changed the name from I'd Hit That. I don't know why, but that name also made sense. Well, it was a nice name, but they changed that. And then we have S7 as well. We have someone saying they're Supreme 7. Yeah, Supreme 7, last time they gave us a challenge. They really battled it out there with Brutal Psychos. They really wanted the points to be up when it came to the TDM game. Nilichekesha kidogo. I just realized I'm on one side of the screen. Poleni. Sorry. So Supreme 7, they went against Brutal Psychos. Waliwapea stress. Unasikia stress. They had to find a way of getting that title for the TDMs. And then we had the player there from S7, Izo, was really putting in the pressure there. But then we have to remember even BPX Curvy as well. He really did a good job. Actually, I'm going to be posting the MVP and you'll be surprised who the MVP is when it comes to League Week 1 and League Week 2. And remember, he hasn't played tonight. He's going to be played tonight. Also, you can give me a guess there in the comment section who you think is the MVP. The first 5 people to guess, the person who gets it right, 100 Kenya shillings airtime. It's not your airtime. I'm going to be sacrificing my airtime and I give it to you. So you can tell me in the comment section there, which player do you think is the MVP when it comes to the Kenya Pubg Mobile League Games Season 8? Then hapo sasa tutaanza story. But of course, it's Group A. I'm a little bit excited about it. Group B as well had me a little bit excited. So let's see what the challenge is going to be tonight. Because you can imagine all these teams, okay? Wacha tuangalie tena because they're joining ni kama ni kwao. So let's give them time. Actually, wameingia. Okay. So the teams are Tycoonz Esports, Mercenary Union, F4M, Team Epic, Access Power, Invincibles, BMGs, STR Esports, Deadly Esports, K9 Esports, Rush Esports, Tactical Team, Eternal Life, Road to Glory, CX Esports, Inhale Tempo, Delta Esports, Brutal Psychers, Supreme 7, and Blitz as well. So, excuse me. So BPX right now, as they stand, they are the highest ranked team. Of course, if you look at the lobby B there, we had a team there getting up to 69 or 65 points. I think that's G9, the Gremlins 9. They did a good job. So of course, it did pay out. They got a couple of eliminations in the game. They got a chicken dinner as well. Oh, it was G9. They got a chicken dinner as well. So that's something we're going to be checking to see how it does work out, what their plan is and what they really want to do, to be honest. But all I'm going to say is, wacha tuone vile battle itakuwa leo. Yani, Mkali says, Rush Esports. Spectate K9 sana sana. I need them clips za memes. Wachaneni na watoto wa K9. Wachaneni nao kabisa. Index G to collect. Welcome to the building. Index G in the house. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Karibu sana. This is going to be a very intense night. So I hope you guys have some things in your bag, because ile pressure inaenda kuwa hapa. Hata sijui mtaambiwa na nani. Unasikia pressure? Enye mliambiwa na akina Sauti Sol. Pressure, extra pressure. But acha nione. So I'm going to be heading inside the game right now. We're going to be seeing the teams that have already made it to the game. And then we'll be heading directly into the game for game 1, which is Sanhok. Look at the teams that are already in the game. We have Tycoonz Esports. We have Mercenary Union. They're already in the building. F4M, Epic is in the game. Access Power. We have Shroud there. I don't think this is Shroud himself, because Shroud changed his name. What? I was about to buy that. Shroud changed his name to Epic, if I'm not wrong. So I'm not sure if that's the same Shroud. But skins-wise, they're almost the same. We have STR Esports in the game. Deadly Clan, the team with the youngest players. Oh, and also G9. I was told it has young players. Tactical team. Akina Beno Baby, Torfinho, Error Stone. They also were there. They had to play against some of the players. A lot of battle was happening there. So, we'll see. Oh, not tactical. Eternal Life. So, Utaro really tried there against Kill, but then it didn't really work out. So, I don't know what they're going to be doing in terms of catching up in this game. Because honestly, right now, Brutal Psychos, as they stand, they have the highest points, and they're the ones doing the most. So let's see how this is going to be going. The players are finally in the game. They have taken quite some time to enter in the game, so we should be starting in a few. But other than that, karibuni sana kwenye live stream. I hope you're liking the live. I hope you've shared the live. I hope you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, because this is where all the action happens. Kama kawaida. Nimeuliza, who do you think is the MVP? I'm going to be giving out 100 Kenya shillings airtime to the person who says it correctly. Kama utaki airtime, 100 Kenya shillings pesa is yours. That's all. Just get the right person who's the MVP, and I'm going to be sharing it to you guys, and then we will see who's getting all that airtime, 100 Kenya shillings worth of airtime. And we are finally a go. It is Sanhok. Wacha sasa tuone vita, tuone nani ni nani. Land of the Snakes. We had the Kings of the Jungle there yesterday. YYC Esports, they're the ones who got the chicken dinner in the first game of the night. So for now, we don't even know what to expect. We don't know which team is going to be taking on the chicken dinner. 2 teams so far have been predicted in the comment section. S7 and Inhale Tempo. 2 teams have been called out as potentials for getting the chicken dinner in game 1. So everyone else in the comment section, you can also tell me which team do you think is going to be getting the chicken dinner when it comes to, well, tonight's game. When will we have Ultimate Royale MS being low? Ultimate Royale, I'm not sure about that Nesh, but we'll see if there's going to be a change in that. But I think the African server MS is back in Livik and Europe. I think it's back. Hi, Mishanki, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Haya, nimerudi. Naona Cobra ameingia akasema ndio kudonjo. Jana alinifunza jina gani? Nimesahau. Fire Difda Kwan. MVP. So watch out. I did 5 people. So far I've seen 2 people giving the guess on the MVP. We're looking at the flight path. They're coming from the western side all the way to the southeastern side of Sanhok. We have teams going to the usual landing spots. Hatin there seems to be a little bit crowded. So I'm going to be checking on Hatin there in a few. But when we look at Camp Bravo, it seems like there are some teams that want to go towards that side. So we're going to be checking on them as well. Lakawi has the Inhale Tempo team. The team that has already been vouched for to have... to get a chicken dinner, but game haijanza, hatujapumua hata hatujakunywa maji, and already a team is engaging in a fight. I am not sure. It is Eternal Life, I'm sure. Eternal Life, how you doing? How you feeling? It seems like you're already taking on a fight. Guicharo being taken all the way back to lobby Blitz. And the Eternal Life finally encountered each other deadly as well, taking on Epic. Yani game imeanza na watu washaanza vita. That is the thing about lobby A. Team A and in the group A. Sorry, confusion. But group A usually has a lot of violence because all these teams are qualified to be in group A, because we took the teams that had qualified in terms of their points just to make sure they get to be in the same lobby. Lazima watu wapimane nguvu. Kama wanatoshana nguvu, hatuwezi sema tuende tupatie 4PF wainue KG sijui ngapi na bado tupatie sijui akina nani. Okay, sitasema, acha niachane na story nyambwe na waingililia na niliwaambia kuwe na thighs. But see what is happening here. Her team is a little bit crowded. Team Epic losing 2 players already. 47k and 44k deciding to retreat. They're basically running away from Deadly. And Deadly has very young players. I mean, Deadly Mist, Deadly Voke Motif decks. These players are quite young. They do have an understanding of the game. They know what to look at. So, yes, of course, it's going to be very tricky to go against people who know where to hold, who know which compounds to hold. Another knock is in. Rush Ani, the kid of the youngest age in the game there, does get the first knock. Of course, looking at Shroud again, trying to get another knock on the excess power players. A perfect spray there for Ani. Doesn't really get another knock in. But then Shroud spots him. I don't know if Shroud is planning to spray. Oh, he is. But probably should get the revive and then now rethink their strategy and see what they want to do. But then Deadly Clan there might just be gatekeeping the players from excess power, stopping them from doing literally anything when it comes to the game. But then again, as this fight continues, another player is down. Mazen is down. The players from excess power taking on a lot of heat from Rush. They're honestly not going to be moving from this place at any time now because another knock is in. Shroud is down. 2 players from excess have been knocked there. Rush Ani is giving them a lot of pressure together with Black. And then again, another team running away for... correct winner in a chicken dinner prediction. Also 100 Kenya shillings credit. Very, very nice. Mitch Jana. Kufanya kwa GTK vo hapa. Hata wewe unajua ulifanya nini? Tukianza kuongea utatu embarrass. Oh, K9 taking on a fight there. K9, I've been told to spectate K9 for quite some time just to make sure we can get some fight happening on their side. Another one of their teammates, Smuggles, is down. And now Ubu Boy remaining now does get the damage. Perfect drop shot. First knock in, tries to get the thrust there. But unfortunately, my friend, you are quite low. You are going against Delta Force. I mean, even though Delta Force akina Swashi, yani wale wase ni wale wazito, eh? So far I have 2 predictions. I need 3 more predictions and I'll be telling you who the MVP is when it comes to the games already after League Week 1. I'll be telling you who's the MVP and how many eliminations he has just from playing 8 games. It's that crazy. 8 games, kijana akona margin. Not even 8, 4. What am I saying? Yeah, he played 4 games. 4. And he... Oh, game haina sound? Oh my days, no one told me that. Bruh. Eh, nimechapa kelele hivyo bila sound. Hadi mimi ni bo. Oh. Let me just inform you of put. Okay, so looking at what is happening right now, Blitz and it's still like Bootcamp is a little bit crowded again. We left the players from Eternal Life there with the players from Blitz, and it seems like Eternal Life have survived that fight. 2 of the players are down, 1 person remaining. That is K Flock. I think that's supposed to be K Falek, man, because I've heard that name. I don't know if they're usually insulting us when they say that name. But Nisa. S7, we are locked in. RTG Kipto Road to Glory. Sijui kama ni Kipto ule mmoja alihepa timu yao. Unajua niliona nikaa watu walitoka timu zao. Hawataki the stress, the embarrassment. Eli, yesterday ulisema umetoka G9. G9 got the position 1 in terms of Group B games. 60 plus points to their name. What do you have to say about that now? XS Power taking on another fight right now. Road to Glory finally engaging in a fight. Their teammate there, Kipto, has been taken back to lobby. So Road to Glory, what is your plan? The players from XS Power right in front of them, Crazy and his teammate Leria, are now going to be going closer to the players that are right next to them there. We are yet to see what's going to be happening here because Road to Glory getting closer. Fast knock in. Crazy is down. Loria, what is your plan? Look at RTG Zamzam here. He has every single chance of getting that knock on excess player Loria because of where he's standing right now. But then he seems to be a little bit patient with that push. Doesn't want to engage yet. He's waiting for a chance to get maybe a loophole to engage. And then finally, we're going to be getting some type of action happening there. But we have... another person says S7. So S7 bado wako na fans pale. Deadly Jamal pia ako hapa kusupport Deadly. So wacha tuone kama Deadly watatupele kitu, kama we'll be having any action coming from their side. But already we've seen them giving the players, well, not Deadly, but they almost wiped a team, but then they decided to go away. That is Team Epic. They decided not to engage in that fight anymore. And of course it did help them at some point. They stayed away from the fight and nothing really happened. So before anything happens there, Camp Bravo is quite crowded. We have CX Esports in Camp Bravo, Tycoonz Esports as well in the same place, TYC Lefty, waiting on the players from CX Esports to make a mistake, and then probably they're going to be engaging. So before they do that, let's see what... Oh! Excess Power is eliminated. Okay, CZ Morabu, one of the best MVPs there, does say the team to look out for is none other than Rush. So we'll see if that's going to be the case. But let's go where we have the players of Mercenary Union. Maji Chafu is eliminated and it is getting hooked up. Might just be a Kobe. S7 player dies there, getting closer to Prison. But we all know Prison, he's the man with the Kobe's. And Gleazy does get the first nade in. Dice is down. That means Mercenary Union might just be going in for that push. The Marabu player, they are feeling a little bit low. Oh, another nade from Gleazy. Last person remaining. S7 decides, you know what? Hapa tena pia si lazima. This is none other than Izo. And he decided this fight is not going to be taking place anymore. I'm going to be evading as much as I can. So let's go where we have the tactical team players. A fight is currently happening there. We see a couple of teams there. Stone with the DBS does get the last elimination. And I mean, STR Esports have been eliminated. Delta Force, they're also coming closer. Era giving them the pressure. The players from Delta Force have another team right above them. Brutal Psychos. Scurvy is in the building. We know how good he is. Also, we know another player that is really, really good as well. Actually, the whole lineup right now is all the best players from BPX in the same lobby. Hapa now kama sijui Delta Force watafanyaje. We have tactical team, we have brutal cycles, we have another Stradia from Viper trying to get some damage on the player there. Young Didi. Where? All up. Of course, that's going to be a knock there. Easy spray from Era, getting a knock and immediate thrust on the player from Delta Force. Though, he has to be careful because, I mean, if you can see Brutal Cycles, they're coming in closer. They want to put in the pressure. Benno Baby quite aware that someone... Oh, sorry guys, I didn't even notice it didn't have sound. Honestly, I thought I had everything fixed. So ready. We had to see this happening, but the last player from tactical team has been eliminated. Another team comes in from the back. That's gonna be Rush Esports. We were told that Rush Esports could also be another team that gets the chicken dinner. So is it gonna be the case? Because Rush kila mtu anawaangalia. Eternal Lives taking on the road to glory players. What is your plan for now? Rush Esports, Brutal Psychers right in front of you. BPX, you are surrounded. You need to find a strategy that works. The Rush players exposing their location. Angry Man might just be the person who saves their team right now, because through him exposing himself, now the team knows there's something happening there. Swashi being the last person remaining from his team. He has a player from F4M right in front of him. BPX receiving a lot of stray bullets from the back. The players are from F4M don't want them to move and engage. engage in that fight against Rush Esports. Though for Viper, you need to be a little bit careful because right now the players from Rush Esports might just be waiting on you guys to make just one mistake and it will be GG's to you guys. Rush Esports waiting for that chance. Fast knock there. F4M getting a knock. We can see the space there. Viper gets the first knock in. Rush Black is down, but then for BPX as well, another player is down. And you can see the players from F4M getting closer. Angry Man getting dusted. What is happening here? Watu amuaje? Swashi holding the same building. The players from F4M really, honestly, Waspo Chunga, the person getting them will be coming from the back, and it's gonna be none other than Swashi. But then you have BPX KV, they're getting a knock at immediate thrust on the player from F4M. That is Orange. BPX KV and his teammates need to start making it to the safe zone because hapa wezi ka tu hivyo. Hata sikudanganyi, wezi ka hivyo. At all cost, where's Zuba? But then guys, if you're already watching and you're here, kama kawaida, like. Make sure that you're not the reason we're not having the same number of likes as the same number of people watching. Like, share the live stream link, subscribe to the channel. This is a Group A and the violence is about to be a little bit intense now because you know all the teams that are here. You know how aggressive they can get. Just give me a second. Sorry about that. You know how aggressive they can get. You know the battles they can tackle. It's going to be coming back by itself. Okay, yeah. So let's see if that's going to be the case. Are we going to be having people's favorites getting the chicken dinner, or the chicken dinner might just be changing for these teams? The zone is closing in. Delta Force Camper Swashi has been spotted, and of course F4M immediate reflex does get Swashi all the way back to lobby. Third phase of the zone, 1 minute in, and people will be forced to go towards the safe zone right now. Mercenary Union moving around the vehicles, 3 eliminations to their name. TYC on the other hand, they have to be really careful because MU will be coming in a little bit sneaky. You have to be careful of that one player called Glixi. Hey, Glixi. Guy, what? Yata. Msoya mbia mtu niseme hivyo. Yo. Let's see how this plays out. MU players going closer to TYC top. Quite low there. Does get the first knock in. MU Prison goes in for that push. TYC Storm engaging from the far was just the first mistake he made because, my friend, you're outside the zone. The damage from the zone is what is going to be making it a little bit hard for you to survive. But then he's lucky. MU 1000 Aura does have one of the players from S7, that is none other than Izo, engaging from the back, getting a knock on him. Glixi and Prison right now might not be able to get that revive on 1000 IQ. Seeing how far he is, the damage from the zone might just be the thing that tasked him right now because they have the player there from S7. They have TYC as well waiting on them. So Hapa Kidogo is not as easy as it looks. You know how hard it can be when you're playing in an intense lobby like this one. MU Prison, perfect flank. This is when you know the communication is working. Prison quite confident in that push on Izo. But remember, Izo is the man of the TDM matches. He knows how to encounter people when they come closer to him. Close combat is not a battle for Izo. He's ready, but then Prison there with the P-fires, shooting for the M4 to the DBS, waiting for Izo to go outside and get basically the elimination on him because it's just a 1-1 army versus the player from MU. That's going to be Prison. DBS in FPP at hand, perfect P-fires. Izo the damage. Like I said, Izo, man with the close combat talent, man with the TDM skills, does get the knock there on the MU player Prison. S12K versus the DBS, and it is to a surprise the S12K does get the elimination on the DBS user. And for the MU players, quite distracted there, TYC does get the elimination on them. That means Izo might just be making it to the safe zone. TYC right now waiting on the players from CX Esports. Lefty being spotted by Spot. Fast knock in, perfect spray there. Storm is down. And now for CX Raven, you have to be careful because now Storm is coming in from the back. He will be trying to cross, making it to the safe side where his teammates are. So you have to do something about that. Otherwise, you will be losing in that fight. Looks like BPX are taking on a fight right now. We want to see where they are distributed in the zone. And we'll be taking on those fights just to see what the plan is. BPX, 3 eliminations to the name. A second knock on the players from BPX. KV is down. And of course, as soon as you get your knock, you know what follows there. It's an immediate thirst. 2 players remaining, Reaper and Viper. Perfect duo. We have seen that before while they play in the TDM matches. So this is going to be working out for them for now. But are we going to be sure if that's going to be the case? Because honestly, sometimes you get a little bit distracted because you're just two players. One of the teammates is down. Hey! Nah. I was almost going to Inhale Tempo's side because Kevi had one up on the side. And then the players there for M4M basically landed the eliminations there on the players from Team 15. That's going to be Eternal Life, easily getting those knocks. And now for them, they have costed their teammates. One of their teammates remaining. Shooter God. Nice, aware of his position, but then Rush Esports, third party in that fight, does get the last elimination on the F4M player. Fifth phase of the zone. We have just 8 teams remaining. Team Epic player 47k and his teammates 44k just for the duo. They are the only ones remaining from their team. You can see how split they are right now. So if Epic 47 is knocked, there's no way 44 is getting a revive. Honestly, there is no way. Deadly Esports are still in the game. Nothing has changed that on their side. They are still surviving. So we'll see if that's going to be an easy fight for them. But honestly, if you're already here in the live stream, which team do you think is going to be getting the chicken dinner when it comes to this game 1 of the night for Group A? Tycoonz Esports, we have the players from CX Esports as well. Right next to it, we have the players from TYC. The zone is about to close in. Teams are now coming towards the safe zone. Epic Esports right in front of them. Rush Esports as well, trying to make it to the safe zone. They have a team following them from the back. BPX Viper and his teammates. And the players from Rush immediately go where we have player of Epic, fast knock in. But then, of course, he's surrounded and you can see how much they're thirsty for that elimination. They take him all the way back to lobby. For the players from Rush Esports, they would have lost that fight if the player from Epic had his teammate right next to them. But then, unfortunately, being the last person from their team as well, he was easily eliminated. And that leaves only 5 teams remaining. Mole is literally everywhere from the Eternal Life players looking if there's someone chilling that watchtower. But then he was eliminated by Deadly Clan. They're receiving strays from Deadly as well. They need to make it to the safe zone. Deadly Clan gatekeeping to the safe zone. One of the players has his put K4 down. Motive, perfect spray. And 2 players are down from Eternal Life. What will be their plan right now? They are getting the sprays on Deadly side. Jubna, perfect cover fire on your teammates. But you're just one man remaining from your team. How will he be able to get the revive? The smokes need to be out there. But then Deadly Clan is basically split throughout the place here. They can see them from every single corner. Deadly Clan, they are trying to get the revive as well on their end. Yo. But people from Group A, they are quite aggressive. You can see how they're taking on the fights there. I basically Inhale Tempo waiting for the chance to get that push up in. Everyone in Inhale Tempo knows how to use the DBSs, the S12Ks. They're basically holding that gun. They don't want to leave it at all. CEX player, they're trying to get the Kobe's. Is it Dolphin? Oh, Thorfinn. Deadly Clan right in front of him. Behind him, he has the players from Inhale Tempo. I almost said I'd hit that. And now a lot is happening. Loopy getting another knock. CX Murid coming from the side. Loopy quite low. And the last player has been eliminated. CX Esports leaving to fight another game. 4 teams remaining in this game. Deadly Clan still gatekeeping on the players from Eternal Life. The zone is about to close in. They are in the safe zone right now. But then when the zone closes in, where will these players have to go? Because Deadly is not moving a muscle right now. Rush Esports looking at the players from Eternal Life getting the knocks there. CX Esports taking on Deadly Clan. Literally everyone right now wants those eliminations to their name. But then for Rush Esports, one of their players, Black, is down. Eternal Life, the player from Eternal Life, Jubna, trying to get the revives. What will be his plan here? He needs to start moving, because the zone is no longer their friend. Deadly Clan has the zone, but is it going to be perfect for them? They have the players there for a perfect spray. EL player, that is Jubna, gets another spray, gets another second knock on Rush Esports. Rush is getting outnumbered right now. They're losing players 1 by 1. K Falak does get knocked again. Jubna being the last person remaining from their team. Arnie still tries to get another knock on Jubna. He wants to go into that spray. He wants to get that elimination on Jubna because they are the only people remaining from their team. Zone gets the damage on Jubna. He gets another knock. Deadly Voke is down, but then the zone is not your friend, Jubna. 2 teams remaining, Deadly Clan and Rush Esports right now. Deadly has just 3 players, 2 of them standing. But Rush has Arnie. It has a Black, and they have Rush Hour as well in the game. The revive has taken place. The zone is about to close in. The battle is about to get a little bit more intense right now. You can see what is happening. People are choosing to engage. The Molly does get the damage there. The man is basically cooking, but Black, you need to get your skills cooking as well, because right now Deadly Clan is taking you out 1 by 1. Deadly getting the revive. Voke is down. Dex is quite low. Mist on the other hand, trying to get the revive happening there. Dex, you need to start moving. The smokes are in. Rush Esports waiting for that chance. Arnie and his teammates will be trying to get closer now. They're getting the rotations. They're going towards the same rock as of now. But if Dex had just one grenade, that would have been enough to eliminate the players from Rush. One nade does go in. Black does get the damage on Dex. Let's get it. He spots the player there. Black is down. Arnie as well does get knocked. Perfect cover from Rush Hour, but then you're just a one-man army remaining. Does get another splendid player from Deadly. Mist, he's down. Rush Hour has one player remaining. That's going to be Deadly. Voke waiting for that push. The P-Fires. That's really connecting. Deadly Voke, the last player standing from Deadly, does get that elimination, and it's going to be an easy winner chicken dinner for the Deadly clan, getting 9 eliminations to their name. GG's to you, Deadly. Coming in second, we have the players from Rush Esports. All these eliminations? 12 eliminations? No way. 12 eliminations to Rush's name. Third, we have Eternal Life. They are getting how many eliminations? 9 eliminations. Let's go. 4, we have CX with 5. 5, we have Inhale Tempo 3. 6, we have Epic 0. 7, we have Tycoonz 2. 8, we have BPX 3. 9, we have F4M 3. 10 S72, 11 MU4, 12 Tactical Team 5, 13 Delta Force 5, 14 have RTG 2, 15 STR 0, 16 Excess Power 1, 17 Blitz 1, and then 18 K9 with 0. Going a lot with 5 defeats, we have none other than Deadly Dex. Best Companion with 4 rescues, Rush Hour, and the finisher with the final elimination, we have Deadly Voke. And I believe that is it for this game. I don't know what is happening, so I'm not going to be using this for now. I'm going to be fixing that. But for now, that is it for this game. We are going to be taking a very short break as we head on over to the next game. It's going to be Erangel. I mean, nah, that was too good to be true. But let's go ahead and take a very short break, and then we'll be right back as we take the next codes for the next room. BRB, like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back.
Try something new, Pico Bus.
Picking up the pieces of a broken heart, guess I was chosen. Stitch it back together, better late than never, steady motion. Can't control my fate, but I control all.
Unlock the
The wolf, she cries at night. A breath had born in the black wind where the shadows lie. Deep inside despair, our hearts grow fierce, our minds aware. We carry on, oh, we carry on, carry on. We carry on, oh, we carry on, we carry It's always darkest before the dawn. It's always quiet before the storm. We are not afraid. We journey on the road to tomorrow that hope has made. We carry on, oh, we carry on, carry on. We carry on, oh, we carry on, we carry Stranded in the open, dried out tears of sorrow, lacking all emotion to a new tomorrow. Stranded in
Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. So I was trying to fix the light there, but it seems like it's picking blue light from where, I don't know. But we are finally in the second game of the night. We just watched game one, that was Sanhok. We are in game two, that is gonna be Erangel, and of course it's going to be a very interesting night because you've seen how game one was, yeah, and it was very honestly very tricky. A lot of people are having a hard time there getting towards the safe zone. People are camping out, waiting for people to make mistakes. So a lot was happening for sure. People were being forced to take on fights. Maybe they had not really planned to take on that early. And we had some teams losing players too early in the game. They had no other choice. They had to continue fighting. And now that we are in the second game, I hope they have another strategy. I hope they have something else in mind because kidogo kumechemka. Kidogo tu. All right, and the game has officially begun. I was just confirming something for you guys. Actually, the reason I was not showing the players as they join is because I was not even there. There's a copyright sound. I had to confirm the name because it comes with the videos that I'm uploading. So I had to confirm. That's why I couldn't show you. But we are finally here. The game has begun. Game one, me at Semaje. Deadly. The person who made that prediction was right. So I think Jamal will check for me and tell me who gave the first prediction on the person who got the chicken dinner right. But for the MVP, the person who actually got the name right for what do I call this, MVP. Yes, the person who got the MVP right, it was who's this? Scopy King. Yes, that's the name. Scopy King got the name right. The MVP is actually Skevy. He has the most eliminations just from playing one day, and it was very, very crazy. But let's see how this plays out. So far, we have the zone coming, the flight path coming from the western side all the way to the northeastern side. Yes, I was aware my sound was off. I was talking to my brother, telling him the light is showing blue, and when I put my hand, it shows the blue goes away. So I don't know what's affecting it, but that will be fixed later. I don't think the webcam is as important now. But look at where the teams have landed. Usually we have Mercenary Union landing too far out in the game where the zone ends. That is where people end up landing. And usually MU for TYC usually end up landing together. So I think that's going to be the same case happening right now. They're probably going to be landing the same place together. The people asking when the next KPL is starting. Immediately this one ends, we usually take 1 to 2 weeks break just to make sure we can structure the next league for you guys. So you can just make sure you follow us on Instagram at Pubg Mobile Kenya, TikTok Pubg Mobile Kenya, and then for Discord you can ask for the link there. It will take you to the Discord server for Pubg Mobile Kenya, where you will get updated on when the games start, when registration opens, when you can get to register your teams, the requirements, whatever is needed. You'll be told on Discord, Instagram, TikTok, literally everywhere, because we post on all the socials just to make sure we keep you guys as updated as possible. But let's have a quick look at what is happening right now. The teams have landed in places they feel safe landing so far. TYC, they are holding right next. Oh, okay, I think this TYC player should not be there. Probably is going to be exiting the game by himself. But then you have TYC. They have landed towards the players from Eternal Life. Georgia Pool there. We have the Brutal Psychos. They also had a bit of a straining game there when it came to game one. It was not as easy as it usually is. But yes, it is nice that they're going to be trying to improve that in this game, and we'll be seeing if that's going to be the case or not. We have the Inhale Tempos. They have landed in farm, and they have a team. They're Deadly Clan, winners of the first game. Big up to you, Deadly Esports, for getting the winner chicken dinner. We have Supreme 7. They're the man with the skills when it comes to close combat. That is none other than Izo. We saw his fight against the player from Mercenary Union. That was Prison S12K versus DBS. Basically, Izo got that elimination with the S12K. It was beautiful. I don't even know how to say it, but that was actually a very beautiful elimination coming from you. So big up again to you. Honestly, I didn't even expect that fight to end that fast, because the first pre-fire was from MU player Prison. He got the damage on Izo, but then that was not the case anymore, because Izo just composed himself and he took him down. Excess Power seems to be engaged in a fight already, and they have already lost one of their teammates. That's going to be Shroud, unfortunately. But probably he's going to be back next game to show us his skills and what he's planned for. But then 20 teams in the lobby. I don't know if all the teams joined here. Actually 19. It's supposed to be 19 because Invincibles are not in the game. Quite unfortunate. But let's see what CX Esports are up to together with the players from Team Epic. Mansion is quite heated right now. One of the players from that is Epic is already down. Epic 47k. Their teammate, actually 2 players are down. 44k and his teammate YT are quite far. They need to get closer. They need to start engaging in this fight. Deadly also taking on the players from Inhale Tempo. But before we go there, let's see what Team Epic's squad is going to be in terms of this fight. Already one of the players is down, but then another knock comes in for CX Esports. Perfect spray there from Epic 44k, and we might be having a very interesting rotation there from CX squad, taking a very wide flank on the players from Epic. So Epic 44 might just be exposed there. He has the chance here. He's getting the damage, but then honestly nothing is really changing there. He's going to be exposed to a lot of fire. YT there getting damage, trying to get the revive on his knocked teammate. 48k trying to make it to the safest place possible. Eternal Life finally encountering Tycoonz Esports, and they are being taken down one by one. Let's head on over there real quick, just see what is happening there, what Eternal Life is up to. How are they taking on the players from TYC? Butcher there has someone getting closer to their side as well. Deadly seems to be having 2 teams on their end. They were taking on the players are from Inhale Tempo, but now they seem to be taking on another team. So I'm wondering where all these teams are from Deadly, because Deadly is literally wiping out a team by themselves. They have taken on Road to Glory, taking them all the way back to lobby. Hapo na rada chafu. Rada ni chafu for TYC. 2 of their players have been eliminated. TYC Storm and TYC Butcher trying to make it out of their shelter right now, but then the nades are connecting. The players from Eternal Life are going to get closer. The nades go in again. TYC Storm right now is getting the pressure, and now they're smoking a nade. Oh, that nade is beautiful. Waiting for them right now. TYC Storm actually is outnumbered. He's in a place where you can't live. He's surrounded. His teammate TYC Butcher on the other side here of the shelter. So I hope they have some sort of plan for that, because sema kimeumana. Hapo hata siwezi kudanganya. That's a little bit tricky on their side here. They need to figure out how they're going to be going away from this fight. They're already losing players. The fight is not going to their advantage. So I hope they have a plan, because for now, the plan is not really working. Deadly Clan still dominating where they are. They are changing their positions. So before we see what Deadly is up to, TYC Storm, what is your plan right now? K Falak also waiting for that chance to go in for that push. TYC Butcher needs to get closer to TYC. Going to be the plan for the remaining teams. Already we had Team Epic there getting surrounded. They were getting flanked. So I don't know about Team Epic, but yes, they have been eliminated. The 3 teams in the lobby right now. We have Road to Glory, Epic Esports, Tycoonz Esports as well. They are in lobby. Game imeanza tu sai, okay? Game imeanza. BPX are taking on a fight already. Let's go to where we have Angry Man, because every time he gets angry, amazing things happen in the game. So wacha tuone. Akikasirika, mambo yanachemka. MVP for game 2 is Kavi. What? What? I've not gotten what you're saying. But then we have K9. They are going to be taking on the players from BPX as well. So BPX already has 3 eliminations to their name. The players are from K9 need to be careful, because Viper right now passing by the very colorful vehicle. Do not take it, do not take it, do not use it against me, please. But the players from BPX might just be getting closer to the players from K9. He room ya kila mtu ama ni the chosen few? Not really. It is for the people who registered. All these 40 teams registered to play. So for now, like I said, if you want to be a part of Kenya Pubg Mobile League, Simon, to answer your question, yes. Kila mtu hapa, kila mtu kwa hii game ni Mkenya. Everyone is a Kenya. All the 40 teams, all the 200, actually, not 200, but we can say, okay, 240 players, all of them are Kenyans. All the 240 players are Kenyans. So, yes, purely Kenyans. But looking at the tactical team there, Stone is getting a couple of damage on his side, and the players are from Rush Esports. They have been vouched for a couple of times in the comment section. People saying Rush, 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 but then what is your plans, Rush? Everyone is looking at you. All eyes on you guys, because everyone is saying you're good at this game. But we are yet to see a chicken dinner coming from your side. Torfinho are waiting for the chance. They're trying to get the pre-fire, so they cook up a nade just to get anything happening, just to make sure he can get anything. I mean anything on his side, even if it's a knock. He can go ahead and get that. And it is getting cooked up there by Torfinho. But then the players from Rush, now that close rush hour, quite low, has finally been revived. But they have to be careful. Low, and behold, Eternal Life players are coming in from the back. Aish, hapa kidogo ke. Hata star danganya sema kimeumana, because coming from their back, that is Eternal Life. They might just start party this fight. They might be able to get a couple of eliminations on their name. So they have to be really careful on that. But then you have Jubna also getting closer, and a perfect nade from BMG. Where is this fight happening right now? Because BMG's teams are to be taking on the players from STR Esports. Cool gets knocked there by Lole. His teammate basically got a knock on his own teammate. And for BMG, they have given the players from STR Esports a chance to get the revive happening on their side. We have their BMG player, No Mercy, cooking up a nade, might just be a Kobe. He doesn't get a Kobe there, but then he has Estolf in hand, goes in for that push there, misses a couple of shots, and the knock is in there. But then luckily for him, his teammate comes from the back and immediately saves him and gets the knocks on the players from STR Esports. But things would have been gone sideways very, 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 very fast. Oh, the live was lagging, probably because, not really lagging, that was a frame drop for OBS. I hope it's okay now. It was just a frame drop. It has nothing to do with lags, but sorry about that. So looking at the players there from tactical team, going in for that push. Fast knock again from Rush. Black does get the knock in the fast. Orfinho coming in from the back. Your teammate has been eliminated. Estolf in the hand. Perfect pre-fire. Does get the damage. The players are from Rush waiting on Orfinho. They are still getting the pre-fires on him, but then no damage is getting registered. He still goes in for the push. Estolf fast knocking on Black. They are taking him all the way back to lobby. Rush Esports getting eliminated by the tactical team. Tactical teams used their strategy to get the wipe on the players of Rush Esports, even though they had a team stopping them right there as they were getting on the fight happening. And you have the players from F4M as well, third part in this fight. EL Esports, 2 players remaining. Jupna knowing that there is someone right behind. Oh my days, my Wi-Fi is disconnecting. Nah, that's crazy. What? My OBS is relaxed. Spare me the hassle. Spare me now. Mbanawa Sihi. I've known what is causing the drop. Sorry about that. You know, if you have a sister and she plays PS, she'll keep on downloading games at night. Every day. New games daily. But then we have the players from Eternal Life. They are spotting a team passing by right next to them. Again, I do apologize for that little freeze happening there. It is okay, now let me see, because I'm seeing you guys complaining about that drop. So I fixed it. I really apologize on that end. Okay, I think it's good now. We're good now. Yeah, it's back to 10k. All right, lazima to stay hydrated, because Group A, the team with the most, actually most battle, the most violence when it comes to these games, you have the players from Eternal Life really having a hard time trying to make it to the safe zone. They have teams literally everywhere. Deadly Clan waiting on Eternal Life. They are trying to wait and see if they can get a chance to engage against these people. The players from Inhale Tempo, they're also waiting for a chance to get any fight happening towards your side. Mercenary Union, we know their strategy. We know they land far away from the game. They come into the game, they take in the late rotation. They now start engaging in fights. As soon as the numbers have dropped in the game, they start engaging in that fight. But let's see what is going to be their plan here, because the Mercenary Union player there, 1000 IQ, we know how he is. He has the aura, 1000 aura. He is actually a really good player. He can easily play a game by himself when he's just but a solo, and he will survive. I'm not even lying. It's I don't know, but we know them. Anyway, guys, like I said, if you're watching the live, that like button is not that hard to reach to. Just tap on the like button. It is working. I have tested it myself. I've liked my own live stream. It is working. So please, if you can tap on the like button, please go ahead and do so. If you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will not repeat colorful, because no one has asked me, Mitch, namba ya mpesa ni gani? No one. Leave me alone. Tactical player there, Thorfinho, has been eliminated. Era being the only person remaining from their team. We are in the third phase of the zone, going towards the fourth phase of the zone. Every player has been forced to go towards the bridge there. We have a team that is actually holding a very interesting place, and that is the F4M players. I don't know how they got there, but they're holding a very interesting place where they're standing right now. They really need to, figure out how they're going to be surviving there, because now everyone will be going towards their side. The fights will be happening. It's going to be very hard for them to survive without losing a couple of players when the fights begin. BMG having only one person remaining, that is Big Man, is not going to be moving a muscle there, because he's just but a solo, and if he does, he'll be exposed to unnecessary fights. Looking at the players there from K9, leo ni kama picking hautapata hizo memes, because K9 wamesema these embarrassing moments are not for us, okay? Tactical Era being the last person remaining from his team. The people are getting closer to him. They want to go in for that push, but then Era wants to use his IQ right now. Cook it up, and Aidma just get the first knock on the 22. Oh, the damage is in. Goes in directly for that push and gets the first knock. Make sure it's faster. Yeah. He didn't get the thirst. No way. He almost got the thirst there, but then the teammate came in, threw his teammate way up there, the vehicle, and he was not able to get the thirst happening. I mean, that one, honestly, nauma. That one hurts every single bone in your body. I think it's Safaricom and not me, because I don't have now I've switched off the PS. I've actually switched off anything that could eat the Wi-Fi, but then it's somehow still lagging, or rather doing the whole loading screen. I know it does it for like 5 seconds or so, and then it comes back. So I'm thinking it's more of a Safaricom issue and not my issue, because the Wi-Fi I'm using is quite strong, a good amount of Mbps. So I think it's Safaricom's issue and not my issue, but poleni sana it's doing that to you guys. It's really, I don't know. I can see it on OBS. I can see it when it drops for you guys. It sends me a notification. Like right now it has dropped again. So I'm trying to understand what is making it drop, because I'm 100% sure it's not me. It's just the internet itself. Dogo too. I think I'm gonna find how to fix it. Give me a second. I don't know what's happening, man. Safaricom inanipea stress. It's dropping and coming back, dropping and coming back. It's Safaricom wenyewe, si hata mimi. It's Safaricom that is doing that. And it's making you guys have a loading screen. So for the next game, I'm going to switch the Wi-Fi and use a different one on the game. So let's see what is happening right now. Poleni Sana got distracted. I really didn't want you guys to see a bad game. But then you have the players there from Blitz getting the knocks to the players from Delta Force. And we still have someone quite angry there trying to get the push of the vehicle. Young Didi, what is your plan? Why are you getting a little bit angry? You need to rest, my guy. No one is going to be taking on your teammates if you can just stop and get the help they need and just get maybe the cover fire, get something happening on that side. But then honestly, the players from Delta Force will not be surviving that fight anymore. We have the players from BPX, Reaper trying to cook up a Kobe on the players right in front of them. They have to be careful. The nade does get closer. Chop Rice. Oh, Reaper does get a Kobe on his head. And that means they're going to be able to get that push happening. Mercenary Union players getting closer to the players from BPX. MU, their challenge right now is going to be BPX and also the players from Eternal Life. Those two teams are going to be the biggest challenge for the players from Mercenary Union. They are battling it for that top position, and so far it is BPX that has the highest points when it comes to the games they played last week. They had 64 points to their name. I don't know if that's going to be possible again for BPX because the lobby right now is a little bit intense, trying to get as much eliminations as possible on their name is going to be a little bit tricky. But then perfect spray there from Viper doesn't really get a knock on Blitz. He's quite low. Chop Rice, you're about to Chop Rice, my guy, and there we go. Blitz Chop Rice has been eliminated. Mercenary Union players right now having a few players remaining. Bro, what? Ulimi yangu leo iko na maneno bana. So BPX Angry Man is down. Skevi and his teammates Reaper. We have Viper as well in the building. They're going to be waiting for that chance to take on the players from Mercenary Union. Their teammate might not be revived right now, seeing how the players from MU are really holding right behind where they are right now. Glixi is in the game. Prison is in the game. 1000 Aura is in the game. These three players in one lobby is quite heavy, you know. It's not going to be easy to take them down, but let's go where we have the players from Deadly. They are having another fight happening right next to them. Deadly Clan smoking out the whole place, trying to survive as much as possible. One man from the players from Inhale Temple, making it hard for Deadly Clan to survive this game, getting the knocks, but then he decides to flee. And where he's going right now, he's going towards K9. He's going to be in the middle of two teams, K9 and the players from CX Esports. Pug, you're about to cook yourself. Where you're going right now, basically cooked himself there. Your driving skills are going to be costing you. And Snuggles, one player from the K9 Esports, does get the elimination on the last person standing from Inhale Tempo. Mercenary Union players going for the push. They know there's a team right here. K9, are you ready? Raiden there tries to get a pre-nade. Oh, he does connect. And that means Raiden, finally your era of memes is about to end here. Glixi is now holding the shotgun. They're waiting for that push on the player from K9. Cooking up a Kobe. Might just be the perfect nade. We know Glixi, man of the Kobe's, does get the nade on Raiden there. Doesn't really get that knock happening yet, but he's ready going for that push. He is seen where the player is camping from K9. Glixi trying to cook up another nade there. Trying to get a nade going towards him. 1000 Aura with the skills there, does going for that push. Another knock on the players from K9. Karim is down. 3 of the players remaining. Snuggles does get knocked as well. Mercenary Union players have what we call game sense. Game sense ya kila mtu, my guys. Game sense ya kila mtu. You have to have it. MU Glixi tries to cook up another nade. You can see how Kane and Raiden amehagia ukuta. Kijana najua kuna baridi batachana na ukuta bana. And now the players of MU trying to get the push happening on Raiden. Being the only 2 people remaining from their team, that is going to be Ubi Boy and Raiden. A shotgun in his hand there. Oh, no way. 1000 Aura just got silenced there by the player from K9. Raiden almost getting a knock on Glixi. Where are you, K9 Boo Boy? You're making your teammate go back to lobby. No, these are the things we say no to. Boo Boy, what am I saying? Oh, Boo Boy. Immediately goes in for that revive on his knocked teammate Snuggles. But then if I'm being honest, my guy, you just costed your team that easy wipe on the Mercenary Union players. I mean, Raiden got that Raiden? got that knock easily on the players from MU, but you were not close enough to help your teammate. Eternal Life moving around with the vehicles right now, and probably are going to be seen whether they can third party these fights or not. They have a couple of teams right next to them. Another team has been spotted. F4M, you have to be careful. Eternal Life players are basically right in front of you right now. Rainy Boy using his IQ to make sure he can use that to get as many flanks as possible, get as many eliminations. A perfect spray there, but doesn't really connect. He gets damaged. Brain Boy, you're quite low. The zone is quite damaging as well. He tries to make it to the safe zone, but then is he gonna be able to make it? Actually, he does make it. 8 teams remaining right now. We don't want peace. We want problems. EL Jubna does get knocked there by none other than Izo. Immediately they go closer to the players from S7. They get knocked. 1 player remaining. That's going to be Brainy Boy, and he gets eliminated. Shooter God as well being taken back slowly. Izo and his teammates holding the best place in the zone here, holding the compound. They are waiting for teams that are to make it to the safe zone. CX Esports trying to make it closer to them as well. Mercenary Union player Glizzy does get eliminated, and a 1000 aura versus a whole team by himself. Another knock in. 1000 aura, it is your name, but then you have to prove, is it a part of your skills? The nade does connect. He's quite low, but then you guys need to start moving, because if this guy heals up, I'm not even gonna lie, he's gonna try as much as possible to eliminate you guys and take you back to lobby. 5 teams remaining. BPX still in the same place where you have the player from MU. 1000 aura getting his HP back up. S7 Esports holding the same compound. F4M basically the same compound as S7, but then this time they're not going in for that push. Everyone is just on their own. Everyone is waiting for someone to make a mistake. No one wants to initiate that push. No one wants to be the person who makes people go back to lobby. Everyone is just waiting for someone to make a mistake, and the question is, who's going to be making the first mistake there? One of the players from S7 is down. The nades are getting closer. He's getting copied. If he's not careful, he's going to be thirsted by the same nades. S7 Esports right now waiting on people to get closer. The fights are about to be a little bit heavy. Mambo iko karibu kuchemka. Wow. This is getting a little bit heavy here right now, but then guys, as usual, like, share, subscribe if you're yet to. S7 getting on the eliminations on CX Esports, losing players 1 by 1. 3 teams remaining. Brutal Psychos, F4M, and the players from S7 right now. Fast knock in. S7 players are where the players from BPX are closer to them. Angry Man might just get thirsted. If they have any nades on their side, they'll be getting a Kobe. Nades are flying in. Viper does get the damage. BPX, what is your strategy right now? They're getting nades towards the players of S7. Izo watching from the window, waiting to get a loophole just to get any thirst on Angry Man. He doesn't really get that happening. Finally, the revive is happening on BPX's side, and if they stand up, if they get up, that's gonna be a different story for you guys. F4M players of Finn and Habibi. Why are you sleeping? Habibi, you need to get up. Get up. You are lying there. As people are taking on fights, as people are doing their thing, you are just lying there. Unalala tu. But let's see how this works out. S7, Maji Chafu, also going closer to that push. Oh my days, sorry about that. Actually, so the players from S7 going in for that push. Habibi quite low. Another knock might just be taking place, and the players from F4M have been eliminated. BPX taking this chance to go in for that push. Isa doesn't leave the building there. He does go out, and of course exposes himself to Angry Man. Oh my days, Isa the man with the perfect close combat when it comes to the Kenya Pubg Mobile League Games Season 8. Viper right now has to be careful. You're going against Izo, and lo and behold, yo, S7 Esports. Hawaja disappoint. They had fans in the comment section. They had people saying S7 Esports are the ones going to be getting the chicken dinner. And let me tell you something, my friend. They got the winner chicken dinner. Coming first place, S7 with a total of 6 eliminations. Second, you have BPX. They have a total of 6 eliminations as well. Third, we have F4M, 6 eliminations as well. 4, we have CX Esports. They have a total of how many eliminations? 8 eliminations on CX's name. MU having 5, 6K9 with 2. 7, Eternal Life, 6, 8, STR 2, 9, BMG 4, 10, Deadly, 7, 11 Inhale Tempo 2, 12 Blitz 4, 13 Delta Force 1, 14 Tactical Team 4, 15 Rush 2, 16 not applicable, 17 Access Power 0, 18 TYC 1, 19 Epic 0, and then 20 RTG with 0 eliminations. Going a lot, 4 defeats. Excuse me. CX Murid, Best Companion with 2 rescues. We have CX Murid again, and then the finisher with the final elimination as S7 Dice. Well, I believe that's it for game 2. Poleni hiccups zinataka kunimaliza. But that is it for game 2. It has been nothing but a pleasure to watch this game as it unfolds. People have waited basically for the last zone to engage in the fights. I mean, that is what we're talking about. That is the type of violence we want to see. But then again, even as the game continues, I hope you're liking the live. I hope you share the live stream link, and I hope you have subscribed. We'll be taking again a very short break as we wait for the next room to begin. As usual, make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you're yet to do so. And we will be right back.
You've done it from the start. Inside my corner
All right, so game one is done. Game two is done. So game one was Sanhok. There we had a very interesting game. I mean, Deadly Esports got the winner chicken dinner, and now we went to game two. Also a very interesting game. The last zone there honestly was quite tight for some teams, but then we were surprised and we got an amazing chicken dinner from S7. That is Supreme 7. Big up to you guys. You have not let your fans down. They have been in the comment section saying, oh, S7, oh, 7 this, S7 that, and finally we have gotten another chicken dinner to your name. So big up to you guys. We are going into the third game. We have 4 games tonight. Third game is going to be Miramar, and then we'll be seeing who's going to be basically showing people a lot of dust in that game. So for now, let's head into the game and see the teams that have joined and what we can say about them. Then hakuna kuingililiana, okay? But for now, please make sure you've liked the live. Please like the live stream. That's all I'm asking for. We're almost at, I think, 40, 50. Let's get to 100 likes. That would be amazing. And then we can continue with the live stream. So for now, let's go into the game. A second to put that off. Awesome. So looking at the game right now, we have a couple of teams that have already made it into the game. Already 69 players in the game. The rest are still joining in a little bit slow. Your internet mmesema mnalaumu nani? But yeah, the internet there was actually really testing my patience. But ni sawa. So guys, please, if you're yet to like, please go ahead and like. I mean, the only thing that matters is that like. I really appreciate it. It will mean a lot if you can like the live so that we can continue enjoying the game as they continue. A lot of action happening hapa na pale. People are taking each other down. Watu wako kila mahali. They want that chicken dinner to make sense, and it will make sense, but before patio chicken dinner, you will sweat. I'm telling you, you will sweat before you get that chicken dinner happening on your side. But acha tuone. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, awesome. I was checking if the TT is on. TT. So let's see the teams that are in the game right now. We have TYC, MU, Epic is in the game, F4M is in the game, Excess Power, BMGs, STR. I've seen someone in the comment section asking if we've seen STR in the game. We actually have seen them. They are actually in the game again as we speak right now. Who else? Deadly Clan, K9 Esports, Rush Esports, we have Tactical Team, Eternal Life, RTG, we have CX Esports, Inhale Tempo, Delta Force, we have Brutal Psychos, S7, Supreme 7, winners of the second game, and as well as Blitz in the game. Remember, we are just going into the third game of the night. That's going to be Miramar. Very big map, but as usual, it will be the fastest map to end when it comes to the Kenya Pubg Mobile League games. You see how players tend to be very active in Miramar. They tend to take on a lot of fights. Honestly, they don't shy away from fights when it comes to Miramar, but when it comes to the other maps, they shy away. They wait for that chance. It's usually a very interesting thing to see. But let's see. The MS is dropped. Oh, so when OBS strains when the MS strains, it stops you guys from going back to 1080 and 1440. Oh, now I see it. Oh my days. Sorry about that, guys. I know yesterday we were watching it 1080 4040, but right now it's not. Oh my good lord. I don't know what's happening with Safaricom. Of course, OBS, when the MS goes down, it optimizes your stream to make sure it continues as stable as possible. So I'm sorry about that. I don't understand. Why is it not... a second. Even if I try to fix it, it won't accept because the stream is currently ongoing. So poleni sana on that end as well. Wasn't part of my plan. I know you're supposed to watch with 1080, 1440. Actually, it's someone who's told me. I didn't even realize it dropped itself. I wouldn't have realized. Oh my days. But I hope you can see the live though. Just give me a second. So I've explained it to someone who was concerned about it. Poleni sana. It does that. OBS optimizes when Safaricom is having its own issues. So poleni sana. But let's just continue enjoying the game because at the end of the day, Nikuji Bamba, right? So we are in the third game of the night. That is what? How did we go to Erangel? Okay, no problem. So we went back to Erangel and we want to see how it's going to be working out for these teams. I don't know how, but haina kelele. At the end of the day, bora tujibambe. That's what matters at the end of the day. Sisi sote tujibambe. Give me a second. It will optimize. OBS itaji-optimize, itairudisha juu. Sawa sawa. So just give it time, guys. OBS itself will refresh and just pull up the quality by itself. So looking at the flight path, seeing Habibi, I will report you. Habibi just came to the comment section and said TYC cooking. Tuna cook mbaya hadi shaiva kidogo ingue. Flight path coming from Severani all the way to Novo. We already have some teams going to London Sport. Usually Mercenary Union, we know the same place is going to be Kameshki. Novo will be a little bit crowded. BPX has a team going towards that side with them. Rozok has at least 3 teams going towards that side as well. BMGs are going a little bit far away towards Ruins. Rozok has the players there from Blitz as well as the players from STR Esports. But when it comes to Novo, we have Team 20 and Team 7, Excess Power, and the players from Brutal Psychos. They're aware that they have a team right next to them there. You can see how Garados is avoiding this fight. He's going as far as possible. He's trying to retreat. And for Excess Power right now, they also aware that they have a team right next to them. And TYC has finally decided to engage in a fight this early in the game. We are just in Lipovka right now. 3 teams are close to each other for now. RTG have none of their players... excuse me, not RTG, but CX Esports are losing one of their players so far. TYC Storm has someone right next to them as well as his teammate, and they need to be a little bit careful. The game just began and the battle is already happening. Thorfinn, they're trying to get a Kobe on TYC Storm. The nade doesn't cook up quite well because TYC Storm is not there, my friend. If you are using good earphones, you can tell where someone is. If you can just listen to it a little bit, and then you will know where this player is. But let's see how this happens. Rush Esports taking on the players from Ilhel Tempo. The game just began and we can see what's happening. Teams are losing players already. People are engaging in fights. I've not really gotten to feature Inhale Tempo that much, so I'm going to be waiting to see if they have any fight that is going to be taking place there, and then we'll be going there real quick just to see what they're up to, or rather which fights are going to be engaging in. But then Farm has a Deadly Esports. We also have the players up there from Rush Esports as well. Inhale Tempo in the building, also about to see if they're going to be seeing any action on their side. They have been landing this same place for quite some time right now. Rush Esports has also been landing here for quite some time. Team Epic, on the other hand, don't have an exact landing spot, a confirmed landing spot. The same way we can say for Mercenary Union, we are sure that they're going to be landing, let's say, Kameshki. If it's not Kameshki, they will be a little bit close to Kameshki, Stalba, around that place. But yeah, usually it happens there. So how to join? Yes, Jamal, you can join there, and then you can get all the updates for the future tournaments. A lot of tournaments will be coming your way, guys. So just make sure you join us and you do not miss any single update. Ukihata nikupenda kwako. The link has been pasted there by Jamal. He's directing you to our Discord server. He's directing you to where you'll be getting all the gist zote za PUBG Mobile Kenya. We will be giving them to you guys. As usual, we'll make sure they are confirmed, they're true, and then you can get to be a part of them. TYC. Let's go where TYC is RTG. Taking on the players from TYC. Two of their teammates have been off their TYC left to get in spray there. Perfect spray for Moody. Also, I cannot tell you, but in RTG, we know who they are. Just that we cannot say much about RTG for now. RTG players getting closer. Their Mood getting closer. CX Esports also in the same place. Mood, you have to be careful. The player there from CX Esports will be taking you down. Oh, and the Invincibles are in the game. Hi, my name is Q and KPL is back. We'll be seeing what that means. They're in a few, but then the first stock is in. RTG. Moody is down. Been taken all the way back to lobby. Easily eliminated because he was exposed there. And RTG Zamzam will be going closer to the player from CX Esports. Thorfinn, they are getting pushed there. RTG going in for that push. The first stock is in again for SCX player. That is Thorfinn. Taking him all the way back to lobby. He's basically dominating the fights here. He's just for a solo. He has two teams right around him here. And he is not flinching. He's confident that he can take them out, all of them, one by one. He's quite low right now. He needs to get the healing happening here right now. Zamzam going in for that push. Thorfinn has not really healed up. He's still going to try and get the knock happening. But oh, Zamzam right to the hip and he dislocates it. And you know what? He needs a wipe. So please be gentle with that hip. Otherwise, you're going to be making it a little bit hard for him to get that. Well, Yes, we have Invincibles finally in the game. For those asking, Invincibles, they are playing another tournament. Yes, I remember they were playing it yesterday. Yes, as well. Yeah. We have tournaments that are clashing, but we appreciate all the people that, value KPL. Not that I'm saying if you don't play, you don't value. You do value as well. But it's nice to have you guys coming around. Invincibles are nading each other, so probably the other game has begun and they are going to be leaving to go to the other game. They've gotten 4 eliminations to their name and now they want to leave and head on to the other fight. Very interesting strategy, honestly, but probably we'll see how that plays out for them. But then TYC top there with the cover does get a knock and an immediate thrust on the players from RTG. One person remaining, that is Zamzam, and we want to see what he's TYC murderer. One last spray there on the player from RTG, taking him all the way back to lobby. Arash Esports right now taking on the players from Deadly. Acha tuone plan yao ni gani. But guys, like the live. You like the live ninaisema sana mpaka koo yangu inauma. Even YouTube is wondering your statement ni gani. If you're watching the live, honestly, like the live. That's all I'm asking for. I don't know. My super chats and everything were disabled, but I'm working on it. I had a little bit of a confusion for activating it, so I'll be working on that, and then we can have super chats. Even my donation link is not really as functional. Okay, it does work. You can send to my PayPal, just that's Tuma Bana, who cares? But then BMG taking on a fight there. Lole and his teammates are now going to be forced to engage in a fight because already 2 of their teammates are down. That's going to be Big Man and the teammate that is Kuol have all been taken back to lobby, and now just Modernelli and his teammate Lole will be the only people remaining from BMG. The other BMGs, I'm actually interested. What does BMG mean? Like, did they just sit and say, let's call ourselves BMG? Or there's something behind it, Because honestly, there must be something to it. Because Deadly Clan, you are deadly. Because that's how they call it. Like skills in a match na name. Supreme 7. Walijita Supreme 7 because of why? You understand me? So Eternal Laughter. Eternal Life taking on a fight there. Rush Esports giving them a lot of pressure already. Two of their teammates are down. One of them is going to be taken back to lobby. That's going to be Brain Boy. And the player there from Rush is quite low. Might just be forced to take either a nade on his end there. But Gicharo with the Kobe, that's get a knock on him. And that means that's going to be an easy thrust because they can see him. He's quite low. Rush Esports having just 2 players remaining on their name, Black and Arnie. They are trying to retreat from this fight. But then are the players from Eternal Life going to be able to let them leave this place without getting eliminated? And the knocked player, sorry, is going to be taken back to lobby. Black, they're passing by the vehicle. What are you thinking, Arnie, with the rotation there as well? And they're rotating the players from Eternal Life, giving them all the pressure they can give them. Because why not? Rush, Arnie, Seen, Jubna, they're driving along across each other. And probably Arnie will be avoiding this fight. I told you Arnie is so young. We all know how young Arnie is. I mean, kila mtu kwa LAN, lakini wa Kenya tunakuangaje. We were behaving like Arnie is like unaona vile celebrity anaendanga mahali and now everyone wants to take a photo with that celebrity. It was so funny. But it was nice having you around there, Arnie. You really impressed a lot of us. We saw even you got people to support you. So that's really nice. That's what we love about LAN events, and probably in the near future we'll be having us on the same level. But then Blitz there has one of the teammates. Outlaw is down. For the players from DF, that is a Delta Force, have already lost one of their teammates, that is Uncle Way. Also another team we met during the LAN event, and now for Blitz, they have to be careful. The perfect spray there. Outlaw and his teammate are down. The revive will no longer take place. Your Price, where are you? We have also Raycon passing by. These 2 players need to get the strategy in because their teammates are going to be taken back to lobby. Their young Didi does get the thrust happening there while the man is basically on his knees. And now Blitz, Chop Rice, that's going for that push on his side there. The players are from Delta Force. Another knock is in. Chop Rice. And now one person remains standing, and that's going to be none other than Blitz or Recon. Going in for that revive, he has to be careful because as soon as the young Diddy is done, he's going to be coming to him there because he's trying to get the revive on his knocked teammate Swashi. So I hope he has some plan there to survive this because siku raisi. I'm not even lying, siku raisi. I look at how you guys play KPL and I envy the courage most of you guys have when you're playing this game. So big up to you guys. Looking at the player there from Mercenary Union, they seem to be taking on the players from Tactical Team right now. Beno Baby being eliminated. For the players from Delta Force, what is your plan? You have a team right next to you. That is the players from Blitz. They're waiting for the chance to engage against you guys. But as you do that, let's have a quick peek at what is happening where we have the players from Mercenary Union. What is their plan already? They have gotten a couple of eliminations on the players from Tactical Team. Era and Stone going far away from this fight. Orfinho as well, just holding a compound, waiting for any team to make a mistake, and I will be seeing them engaging in the fight. But then Glixi, perfect rotation here, waiting on the players as well from Tactical Team to make a mistake. The players from MU, I think they're the most patient team we've seen so far when it comes to KPL games. They are really, really patient. They will wait for you to make a mistake, and once you make a mistake, you will regret you made that mistake because they'll take it. Oh no, Tactical Team just outsmarted Mercenary Union there with their flanking tactics. They wanapigana mahedi ama sijui ndio nini. But Tactical Team basically outshined the Mercenary Union with that rotation. They got the elimination, immediately thrusting the Grenadier of Mercenary Union. We know how good Glixi is. He is a Grenadier. He gets all the Kobe's to his name. So a little bit crazy on that side. But then we have the players are now going to be forced to go towards the safe zone. We are in the 3rd phase of the zone. We're heading towards the 4th phase of the zone. The mess is quite spiking. I don't know why. I hope it's not really affecting the players as well. But then K9 Esports as well might just be forced to go towards the safe zone. Tycoonz Esports should also go towards the safe zone. Brutal Psychos are still in the game. 7 eliminations already in the game. No way. 7 eliminations already to the Brutal Psychos, and the game is just fresh. We are in the 3rd phase of the zone. They need to start moving as well. People need to start picking their locations because as soon as this gets tight, Yeah, we'll be talking about a different story. But then tactical player Stone there does get knocked and fasted immediately. They have the players from Mercenary Union getting closer. Era right now being forced to take on the fight. The spray is quite connecting. Perfect Kobe. And Era is down. 1,000 Aura does get a Kobe on this player. Torfinho trying to get closer. He actually goes far away from this fight. The sprays are coming from MU. They don't really connect. And the Torfinho will be going far away from this fight. But then he's not going to be lucky because K9, you boo boy. S7 hater. Who's the hey? Who's the S7 hater? Hey. Ile ingine muliuliza kama ni Mkikuyu. Sasa hiyo ndio uliza kama ni we. Hiyo nakwambia imeteleza. Hiyo hata nimejaribu kuficha imetoka tu. But players from MU getting closer to the players from K9. Also, they have to be careful because we have a man called Scorpy. He's waiting for K9 to make a mistake and probably will be formed into a very, very interesting meme. You've seen a meme they have posted in the Kenya Pubg mobile TikTok where someone has been called Ellie and he's the what are we called? The entry knock for the teams, but the players from K9 go away from this fight, and so does Emperor. And now everyone has to go towards the safe zone. 12 teams remaining, and watu bado hawaja. Yani 12 teams remain. 12. Unasikia? 12. Na bado. I'm telling you, the final zone. If your phone is not as good, umesikia extra pressure. You will suffer. But let's see if that's going to be the case here for these teams. We have the team there, TYC, just along Prison. A team that is BMG. They have just 2 players remaining. Again, Lole and Modern Naily. I hope they're going to be going towards the safe zone. But then the last player from Tactical team, that is Torfinho, has been eliminated with the F4M player. And now just 11 teams remaining. The zone is about to close in. Eternal Life passing by with the buggy. And probably going to be getting closer to the players from S7. Bro, what? Is my miss spiking or is also for the players? Because it's spiking and dropping. It's really not giving it. But then EL player, that is Gutaro, passing by with the buggy, probably will be taking on a fight as the players from S7 are aware of his position. He's passing by the buggy, doing a little bit of scouting, and the fast knock is in. Jubna, perfect distraction from his teammate, and Maji Chafu does get eliminated all the way back to lobby. Perfect strategy there. Gutaro does get to be the person distracting the players from S7, and then now his teammate, that is Jubna, is waiting for them to get distracted. Does get the spray in and an elimination. Binakwambia kama skills zako has improved because of KPL. I don't know where you'll be getting these skills improving. I don't know where you'll be getting all the tips and tricks when you're playing in the competitive scene. But watch and see Rab. Just watch for yourself and see what happens as you play the Kenya Pubg Mobile League games. Brutal Psychos are waiting for people to get closer to them. Then they probably will be taking on a fight. But let's see what K9, not even K9. There is a team taking on Mercenary Union right now. One of the teammates was knocked and basically fasted. 11 teams remaining. The game is about to become a little bit intense right now. Rush Esports as well. They're not even in the safe zone. They need to start moving. Players from Blitz and Deadly Clan too far out in the blue zone. The damage will be there. We are in the 4th phase, going to the 5th phase. They're waiting on each other. They want to get this elimination. One player, perfect 1v1. Mister with the pre-fire of the Bison does change immediately to S12K. Does miss a couple of shots and it does connect. Mister does get the last player from Blitz all the way back to lobby. The zone is about to close in. Deadly missed. That loot might just be the reason you get eliminated by the blue zone. Mercenary Union right now taking on the players from F4M. Habibi is down. F4M Finazol is down. What is going to be happening right now is that the players from MU, like I said, as soon as you give them a chance, they will get that knock and immediately come in for that push. And our shooter god trying to get the revive. The players from MU getting closer as well, coming in to put in the pressure. And 1,000 aura does go in, tries to hook up a nade. Oh, no need for that nade because your teammate is doing that thing and the last player tried. What? 1,000 aura. Basically, the guy was healing, okay? The guy was healing in front of 1,000 aura, okay? And then aura just does and misses all his shots. That's crazy. But you know what? Sometimes you just panic. I think if that guy switched and got a gun, he probably would have gotten even that knock on 1,000 aura, but he didn't really do that. He continued healing up. And that does make sense why he was taken back to lobby there. But now Rush Esports, 2 players remain in Black and Arnie still moving around. 6 eliminations to their name. A couple of teams have a couple of eliminations. I don't know how they got them. I don't know when they took on this fight, that they have a lot of eliminations on their end. Their K9 still holding the compound here. The zone is about to close in. K9, you need to start moving. You have the players there from Team 20, Brutal Psychos. They're waiting on the players from Eternal Life. That is going to be Gutaro and Jubna. Now, Jubna and Gutaro are waiting on the Supreme 7 players. Oh, shit. I forgot I had a timer. Oh, crap. Sorry, guys. I had a timer. Oh, my good Lord. I totally forgot about it. Sorry about it. Oh, crap. But it's coming. It's coming. It will come back. We'll just go directly into the game again. I totally forgot about that. It's more of a don't play the game for too long type of timer. It's crazy. Forgive me for that. We're just going to be going directly into the game ASAP. That is if it hasn't closed me completely. Because of that. Oh, not important. Thank God. I'm sorry about it. I'm going to remove it. Yo. Hey. Karibu to miss mambo. Mambo yalikuwa chemke na tuihate yote. Wah. Hey. But we are back. Again, I do apologize on that. Was not really part of my plan here, but acha tuone. So oh, and the MS spiked as well. Crazy. Oh, I forgot even to buy bundles. I can't use the Wi-Fi right now. It's going to but let's continue. 9 teams remaining. No one has been taken back to lobby when we disconnected there, but we are finally back. We have Eternal Life players there. We can see a 7 going in for that push. The spread does connect. Jubna has that knock in, but then BMG watching from afar. Lole making it hard for the players from STR right now. They are getting the sprays in, and BPX does get the knock there. Angry Man watching this fight from their compound. They are getting the advantage. They're getting basically all the eliminations that are coming towards their side. TYC trying to make it to the safe zone. The zone is quite damaging. BPX need to start moving. 8 eliminations are 2 your name. A chicken dinner will be the perfect thing to get your gap as big as possible. Mercenary Union getting closer to the players from S7. MU 1000 Aura waiting for TYC Madara, who's basically right next to him. They are S7 losing players one by one. MU Emperor with a knockdown Madara. All is happening at once. TYC are losing a fight there. People are getting eliminated one by one. How good are you at handling pressure? Because right now the pressure is too high for the players. K9 Esports trying to look on for the safest place to be in right now. BPX passing by the vehicles. Curvy, perfect, beautiful vehicle there. And now he's going to be going closer to the players of Mercenary Union. Russia Esports, player black. Right next to them there. MU Prison is down. Let's go, MU. You need to get your player up, otherwise they're going to be eliminated. Blackfear does get knocked and taken all the way back to lobby with now 4 teams remaining. K9 Esports closing in on them. We have a Nate getting hooked up by Emperor. Is it going to be a Kobe? The player from K9 needs to be careful. The Raiden player is going to be getting a lot of Kobe's coming towards his side here. But now for MU, their focus is going to be getting the revive on their knocked teammate. Brutal Psychos are moving around with the vehicle here. They need to get closer as well, just to see what they can have, either third-party eliminations. That's all they can do for now because they are in the safe zone. They have a very interesting player, a very tricky player. The person who's going to be ruining their career right now, and it's going to be deadly missed. Huyu kijana akiamua kuharibu maneno ataharibu mpaka mwisho. BPX player Gyros does expose himself to deadly miss, but then a perfect reflex from Gyros does get the last elimination on a deadly clan. 12 eliminations already to their name, and we have MU players passing by vehicles. They are getting the pressure on the players from BPX, taking out the player from actually Scavy has been eliminated. Mercenary Union right now, they need to get their game up. They are taking on people one by one. K9 Esports on their side. K9 losing players to the zone. Mercenary Union with the composure. They're putting on the pressure on these teams. You cannot camp because we are coming for you as a full team. 1000 Aura, a Kobe on a Raiden. Mole is flying in. Karimi, etc. Ooh, damn it. BPX, Angry Man using the BRDM right now as he's covered. 2 teams remaining. The players there from MU exposing themselves to BPX, using the vehicle as a chance to make them expose their location. The zone is about to close in. BPX versus Mercenary Union. A legendary fight is about to happen here tonight. MU, one of the best teams in Kenya. BPX, one of also the best teams in Kenya. Actually, most of the teams here have really improved. BPX has proven time and time again that they are really, really good in this game, and they can do whatever it takes to make sure they get their wins, their chicken dinners, their title up as much as possible. BPX Viper, I can see Kevin's wife is still in the game here, still looking at his husband. Guy, forgive me, not my intention. But then the Mercenary Union players are waiting on the players from BPX to make a mistake. This move by the vehicles. Angry Man does get the free fires on his side from Emperor. He's quite low. Oh, he almost gets the knock on Emperor. He's knocked and thousand immediately. The zone is about to close in. The zone will get the damage on Emperor. BPX right now, the zone is not your friend. Mercenary Union as well, the zone is not really your friend, and they're trying to get the damage as much as they can. Viper does get knocked out with a Kobe on his name. Emperor does get knocked as well by BPX player Gyarados, and a Kobe does finish the game for us tonight. The third game of the night is down. Erangel, and it was MU Grenadiers of the night. I mean, I told you guys, the team that is going to be giving MU a run for their money is either BPX or Eternal Life. Yeah. But looking at what is happening here, Mercenary Union players Glizzy, Prison, Emperor, and 1000 Aura have gotten themselves a chicken dinner with a total of 15 eliminations. But then BPX is not that far. Right behind them, they have a total of 15 eliminations as well. Just from two teams, we have 30 eliminations being piled up by just two teams. We have the third team K9. They have a total of 0 eliminations. Fourth, we have Deadly with 1. 5, Rush Esports, 6 eliminations. 6, we have TYC, 4 eliminations. 7, S7, 8. We have Eternal Life, 3. 9, BMG, 1. 10, F4M, 1. 11, Blitz, 4. 12, Tactical Team, 1. 13, Delta Force, 4. 14, Inhale Tempo, 3. 15, Epic, 1. 16, Road to Glory, 3. 17, Invincibles, 4. 18, CX, 3. 19, Excess Power, 0. And then 20, we have STR with 0 eliminations. Going a lot for this game, we have MU, 1000 Aura, getting a total of 7 defeats. Best companion and 2 rescues. We have TYC, Murderer, and then the finisher with the final elimination. It is none other than MU, 1000 Aura. I mean, kijana amesema I don't want peace, I want problems. But anyway, guys, it is just for the third game of the night. Me hata siwezi kudanganya, hata hakuna kulala. If you feeling like you want to go to sleep, take your coffee, take your water, and then come back, because we have just one more game to go. That's gonna be Miramar, the land of pure dust. But for now, guys, let's take a quick short break, and then we'll be right back for the last game. As usual, come out and like live, guys. That's all I'm asking for, to be honest. That's all I can get for now. So if you can like the live, I'll really appreciate it. So like the live stream, share the live stream link, and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're yet to do so. But for now, we'll be taking a short break, and then we'll be right back after this break.
Inside of me, you better watch out if your enemies are road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets cars real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored. Loves the blood and gore, always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really listen until they feel the force of body. And if you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. There's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
to me is about
pump up the baseline. Pump up the baseline. Wait. Pump up the. Pump up the baseline.
Acha nimexplain. Mich unasikia? Unaona BPX ndio ilikuwa when you announce BPX ndio ilikuwa timu ya kwanza ku breach the 80 smash rule point. Hiyo ndio point number 1. So unasema wangepata chicken dinner last game wangeenda na 1000. Unaona? But wakafumble. Sasa Mercenary Union na Eternal Life hizo timu tatu zimebreach 80 points. So ile timu inapata chicken dinner from there the next game. Sasa hii Miramar anapata 1000. Hii Miramar ama hiyo Erangel.
Ni Miramar.
Katika hizo timu tatu.
Anasema weke game Discord alafu stream from Discord iko na higher quality. Hata mimi mweke hiyo STR. Weke kwa STR. Weka combat yako kwa STR.
Niandike.
Kama ikiogeza inafikia.
We Smith, Eternal Life last game walikuwa na wanaweza Eternal Life wamepita 80 points kweli.
Ndio computer.
That is Susan.
Tuliwaambia
Sasa-
ukiingia game hata moja wana nini? Wanatolewa. Wanatoa pesa ngapi? Ndio issue.
Mwambie $50. Mwambie $50.
Tutaitisha 6k bado.
Hata
¿Quieres emprender? Empieza con una buena dirección en Internet. Con GoDaddy puedes elegir entre cientos de dominios y extensiones únicas. Ayuda a que tu negocio destaque desde el principio.
Bro, nimechapa story peke yangu. Anyway, poleni sana. Spotify ilexpire ikaanza kuongea Spanish ama sijui ni nini, na hata sikuwa kwa masikio kusikia because there's music in my headphones. But yes, so like I was saying, so I was talking about the smash rule. So according to the smash rule, the team that gets the chicken dinner after they get the 80 points mark, the next game, when they enter the next game after getting 80 points, the next game they enter, and if they get the chicken dinner, they get automatically their 1,000 Kenya shillings. So the team that made it to the 80 points first was Brutal Psychos. But then unfortunately for them, the chicken dinner was taken from them by Mercenary Union, and now Mercenary Union and Eternal Life have gotten 80 points. So now the rules have changed. These three teams are in the 80 points mark: BPX, Mercenary Union, and Eternal Life. So in this last game in Miramar, if they get the chicken dinner, the team that wins between those three will be going home with 1,000 Kenya shillings. So let's see which team that is gonna be. So MU, Eternal Life, and Brutal Cycles. I hope your fans are watching, or your teammates, and they'll tell you what I've communicated on, because that's very important. And for now, let's head into the game and see what we're gonna be expecting tonight. So we are finally in the last game of the night, and we'll be seeing what happens as these players try to get the chicken dinner. The tables have turned. There is 1,000 Kenya shillings on the line. They need this chicken dinner. They have to try their best. They have to do every single thing that they can do to make sure they win this chicken dinner, because if they do not, no one takes their 1,000 Kenya shillings. And inakua game boo-boo. I think that's how we used to call it when we were kids. So, acha tuone. Looking at the flight path, it is coming from the southern all the way to the northern side of Miramar. It is the last game of the night. The players here are going to be a little bit pressured because they need as many points as possible. And for the three teams, they need the chicken dinner. MU needs a chicken dinner. Brutal Psychos needs a chicken dinner. And same to Eternal Life, they also need a chicken dinner as well, just to make sure they can have, their 1,000 Kenya shillings, because it is up for grabs, and all they need to do is just to win, the chicken dinner. Okay, I don't know why this thing is singing. Can you hear me? I don't think now you can hear my earphones audio. Now it's okay. All right, let's get it. So Road to Glory finally taking on TYC again. We saw them in the previous game. They were taking on TYC in Lipovka, and now they are here right now. They're taking on each other. Which place have they landed? That's going to be Puerto Paraíso, and that's where the fight is currently happening right now. We have the Brutal Psychos in the game. We have the players from F4M, not F4PF, F4M. We also have the players from, what is this, RTG, F4M, Brutal Psychos, Tycoonz Esports, and Road to Glory. Basically, all these teams are in the same place. They are going to be battling this out. And I hope BPX teammates will tell their teammates that they need to get a chicken dinner to stand a chance of winning 1,000 Kenya shillings. I hope they have that communicated to them, because if they do not, sijui. Shida ni what? Yeah. Honestly, I'm not looking on this side of the live, so I'm going to be trying to switch as much as I can, because the lives are literally everywhere. So I'm going to be switching back to back hapa pale, just to see if I can see anything to respond to. But acha tuone. So I hope the live is finally there where they can hear me explaining about about the 1,000 Kenya shillings that need to be won. I hope they get to hear that part, because it's going to be very unfortunate if they are not aware of that. Deadly clan are taking on a fight. Already one of the players have been eliminated. The S7 player Dice is down. Maji Chafu and your teammates are getting eliminated here by the Deadly players. They are Voki trying to get the sprays on the S7 player as he tries to get the revive. And for Aizo, what is just as planned so far, because Deadly Voki has the view. He can see you guys as you try and get closer to Dice to get the revive. The only difference is that I don't think Deadly Voki has any grenades on him to be able to get any damage on you guys. But the Mercenary Union sees the fight here, and they want to third party the fight. Glixie as well is right above the roof here, and they're waiting for that chance to take on Deadly Voke. You can see Glixie really trying his best there to get the damage, to get a knock, because all they need is an entry knock. All they need is an Ellie in that team, and then once they get an Ellie in that team, something will change. Okay, we'll be seeing a direct push. So acha tuone vile kutaenda, but honestly itakuwa very very, and I mean very interesting. All right, very interesting. Look at the MU getting closer. We have the Mercenary Union players. Hiyo kushtuka yangu ni classic. Poleni sana, I didn't know my mic was off. I have to put it off because 90% of the time during the break, I'm either battling with my cat or I'm not even there. So probably my cat will either come here and meow on the mic, become a whole story. So let's see what's going to be happening here. So S7, a Deadly Clan, and a Mercenary Union are in the same place. 1,000 Aura waiting for that chance to engage. RTG finally taking on the players from F4M. And I want to see what MU's plan is right now, because there's 1,000 Kenya shillings on the line. They need to figure out how they're going to make sure they are a part of the people that get to have this. Because if they do not, Mamba yatachemka. MU players getting the rotations happening here. BPX, third part in that fight, getting a couple of players from RTG all the way back to lobby. MU players are honestly about to take on a fight here. Deadly is not really doing anything, so I'm going to be taking a rotation. Just to change our view here, just to see what other teams are up to, where they've landed, what if they're planning to do any engaging fights. We have a team here in Track Shop that's going to be Rush Esports. We have a Delta Force landing in Graveyard. San Martin has a team, and that is a Blitz. Yeah, there they are going to be engaging in that fight over there. Let's see another team. Eternal Life. Oh, in Hell Tempo taking on Eternal Life right now. So we're going to be seeing how this fight turns out, how it plays in the end. But for now, a lot of things are really happening throughout the game. People are really taking their time. They don't want to engage in any fights. It is the last game of the night. They're going to be exposed to a lot of what? What? I almost said 1 HT player needs to be on alert, and then the next thing I see is him getting eliminated real quick. So that's really unfortunate there. But we have the BPX players also taking on a fight. RTG are also in a battle right now, so probably they need to figure out how to go about that. But then again, guys, let's continue liking the live stream. Let's get at least even to 70 likes before the live ends. That would be really, really amazing. But then a 1 HP player there, Pubg, has been knocked, and now only one player remains from YC, and that's gonna be Hard Joke. That's Hard Joke. He's the only person remaining from the team. A nade is getting cooked up. Might just be a perfect Kobe on the players from Eternal Life. The damage is in. Guitarro has been knocked. Actually, 2 players are down. And whoa, lo and behold, that was a perfect push happening there. But then Mercenary Union, they seem to be losing a couple of players. Let's go towards the Deadly Clan right now, because MU is actually wiping on the players from S7. Deadly having all their players down with just a Deadly Voke. 1,000 Aura going in for that push. S7 is there. They're waiting for 1,000 Aura to get closer to them. Manade is getting hooked up. Might just be a Kobe on the S7 players. You have a flank coming from the back. Emperor will also be joining this party. The nade does connect. One person is down. Magituff is down. He gets a damage, but then unfortunately he was too low to get into that fight. S7 getting eliminated by Mercenary Union, and now we have just how many players remaining here? Deadly Voke being the only team player from Deadly Clan actually surviving from their team. Deadly Clan player Voke, you have to come up with a strategy. Tycoonz Esports are taking on the players from BPX. Already one of the players, KV, is down. TYC is going to probably try and get the thirst happening there. So I hope for BPX, they're going to be getting the revive. Oh, they didn't get the revive. They are down 1 player right now. They have just 3 people remaining from their team. Angry Man, Gyros, and Viper. Honestly, if you're watching and you're from BPX, kindly inform BPX that there is 1,000 Kenya shillings to be won. They would have won it in the last game because they were the people who got the chicken dinner. Not really the chicken dinner, the 80-point mark first before everyone else. And unfortunately, they didn't get a chicken dinner. So now they have another chance of getting their 1,000 Kenya shillings. But then this time round, they're not going alone. They're not going against themselves. They will be going against the players from MU and Eternal Life. So please share that message. Eternal Life, tell your teammates. Mercenary Union, tell your teammates. Let them know that they have money on the line that can be won for their team. Let's go. let's get it. Let's see how this is going to be playing out. The zone is about to become a little bit damaging here for BPX. If they do not start moving, they will be forced to engage in fights. Probably will cost them their 1,000 Kenya shillings. Final match of week 2. Yes, Jamal, it is the final match of week 2. Let's go ahead and continue liking the live. We are about to get to 70 likes, so please like the live stream. That's all I'm asking for, guys. Just tap the like button. So for TYC, they're honestly gonna be gatekeeping BPX right now. They don't want them to move. They don't want to make it to the safe zone. They just want this team to be locked in Puerto Paraiso and be unable to move the location and go to a safer place as of now. But looking at what is happening right now, teams are making it to the safe zone. Mercenary Union still in the game, down one player. That's gonna be Glixi. At the final, kuna another Erangel map where we're Scoopy King ni wawapi. It is 4 games tonight. Hey, Jama. What it is. But like I said, there will be a change to the structure because you need to play 12 games to make it to the finals. And we realize you have played 8 games and you're going to the finals. That's not possible. That's going to be changed, and we're going to be having a total of 12 games played before the finals. CX Esports taking on K9 right now. Let's go where they are because we need to see this battle live. K9 having the players from CX right next to them there. The battle will be going on. The fights will be happening. A lot of forced fights, honestly, on these players. Last player from Deadly, that is Voke, has been eliminated by BMG Modernelli. And for K9, what is your plan? Because you have CX right next to you. They're going to be engaging in a fight against you guys. They're probably ready to take you on, only that they're not aware of your location as of now. But then K9, you have Scorpy King watching the game. They want to take you guys down. Scorpy King needs the memes for you guys because okay, I've not checked my YouTube studio for quite some time, but acha tuone mambo ni vulai. Okay, so the zone is about to close in. We're in the second phase of the zone. We'll go into the third phase of the zone where the damage will also increase. It will be a little bit high here, and honestly it is going to cost some of the players. They're going to be either forced to stay outside in the blue zone and take on their fights, or they will be forced to have to push some teams out of the safe zone when it comes to the last game of the night. They need as many points as possible. But then as we come to a close of this game, please ensure you have liked, you have shared the live stream link to all the PUBG mobile communities, and you have subscribed to the YouTube channel to stay updated when we go live. Turn on your notification bells because tukiwasha live usipitwe. Sitaki watu walikuja kuniambia jana, oh Mitch, you didn't know there was a live. What? And you're a subscriber? Na uko umeona you are so guilty of not subscribing. Okay, best clan in Kenya saini. Honestly, at this point we can't even say. Leo tutasema ni MU, kesho tutasema ni BPX, kesho tutasema Eternal Life. Tuende hivyo tukichange because now teams are really improving their skills, so itakuwa ngumu kidogo ku verify and say that this is the actual best team. Invincibles is also a good team, so unaona it will become a little bit tricky. But BPX is losing players there because Viper seems to have been knocked by the zone. Let's see what BPX is up to. They are lacking in terms of meds. Angry Man, to be honest, he needs to get as many meds as possible right now. They are putting their teammate in a vehicle. They're going to be trying to make it to the safe zone, but then TYC is going to be waiting for them right in front of the zone here. Angry Man will be knocked again. So BPX Viper is down. Angry Man as well is down. That oh my days, Gyros. Yes, Viper just needs to get to the safe zone, and then you guys can revive yourselves and at least be 2 players in this game. Gyros is getting quite damaged. You know, Miramar is a big map. Trying to make it to the safe zone honestly will be a little bit hard for them here. But then I'm hoping they do make it to the safe zone. Viper does get eliminated by the zone. Gyros as well might just be eliminated by the zone. And then BPX, unfortunately, that is at the end of the road for them. I mean, bro, they had a chance of winning 1,000 Kenya shillings, but unfortunately they got that fumbled because of the zone. TYC gate kept them, and a lot happened. Benny Marusi, TYC ni TYC. Ni vile nikisema nitambua na favorite clan yangu. But then TYC Madara waiting on the player from Rush Esports, waiting patiently there with the shotgun, waiting for him to get closer for that push. And then, of course, once he push, hey, what? So last player from TYC has been eliminated. We're going into the fourth phase of the zone. The damage will be there. The zone is about to close in. Players are going to be forced right now to engage in fights. Like I said, Miramar might seem like the biggest map in the game, but then honestly, once you enter the game, it's either you land with the whole team right next to you, or you are going to be unfortunately disadvantaged in terms of the zone. It's going to be very damaging, making the late rotations. If you're not familiar with it, you will get a lot of damage from the zone to your side. So for a team like BPX now, only that they didn't have meds, and I don't think they got enough time to loot, because in I think that was Puerto Paraíso, they had at least 5 teams with them on that side. So yes, that made it a little bit hard for them to survive, if I'm being honest. Even loot easily, that was really hard for them, because looting was a little bit strained there. But for now, let's see what's going to be the plan for Rush Esports. Let's look at another team. We have Delta Force, another team in the game here, that is Excess Power, making their late rotations. They're trying to make it to the safe zone. Invincibles is also in the game. What? Bruh. Invincibles, we ban you from KPL. So they joined and then they disconnected. So basically Eternal Life will have free kills if they spot the players from Invincibles. They're basically just standing open. No one has seen them. They're actually really close to the players from Eternal Life. If you can see this, if Eternal Life players just take a right turn, they will be going towards the players from Invincibles. They will get an easy elimination, easy 4 kills on their name. But then that's not going to be easy, because they don't really know that there's a team on their right side. Uliza score picking atakwambia. Yenye alimfanya hivyo. What? Jubna went towards Invincibles? Wait, what? So he basically went directly to where Invincibles were and got the 4 eliminations. Jubna. Alright. If I speak, I'll be in trouble. If I speak, I'll be in trouble. But then tactical players, we have a tactical, let me see here. Tactical Torfinho, tactical Era, and tactical Benno Baby. But then honestly, that was a little bit sus, man. But let me leave it to the people spectating. They probably will see that. But it seems like Eternal Life as well are lacking in terms of meds, and they need to start moving towards the safe zone, because right now the damage from the zone will be a little bit high, and what they need to do is really move towards the zone to make sure that they don't have they don't have damage from the zone. It's going to be a little bit damaged, so watch out. Turn. Also guys, mkifika hapo, please tell me I have not seen my own things, okay? Please tell me I've not seen my own thing. So Mercenary Union players, that is Prison. One of them is getting spotted here by Torfinho. They're waiting for Prison to get closer. And then we'll probably have a fight there on their end as well. For MU and Eternal Life are still in the game here. They're still in the line to win 1,000 Kenya shillings. And probably the only thing they need to do is get a winner chicken dinner. And their 1,000 Kenya shillings will be theirs. 10 teams remaining in the game. The zone is about to close in. They're going to be now engaging in fights. You have waited a long time before you can engage in any fights, but for now that is not gonna be the case. We have the Eternal Life player Jube now waiting on the player that is a what? So MU Emperor does the spot Jubna there, and we have Jubna passing by his vehicle. Does get the spray on the player from MU, that is Emperor, and immediately he does get knocked and taken all the way back to lobby. See now Brainboy getting closer as well, going towards Emperor. Might just be another knock on Emperor's side. Another player is down, and okay, Fowler coming from the back, trying to get the cover on his teammates. So the players have already been knocked there, and Emperor taking the vehicle to make it to safe zone. Okay, Fowler does get the knock there, and is not going to be able to get the thrust easily without the zone damaging him right now. Fourth phase, we're heading into the fifth phase. The damage will be there, of course. 12 games, 10 Asokun, another weekend of violence before. Yes, exactly. That's what we are trying to say. Gina needs 69 points. Your opinion? Wako sawa. Wako sawa. G9 have done a really good job, to be honest. Walianza okay. Okay, I've been told I put HD. Let me see. Let's see the color of the game. What? Oh, minja nilikuwa nimetoa color ya game. Plenty, guys. So look at what is happening here. MU players are already. We can see Blitz losing a couple of players. Are probably engaging in a fight right now. So I'm going to be going where we have the players from Blitz. And how many points you need for 1,000 Kenya shillings? It was 80. And the team that made it there first was the players from Brutal Psychers. But then unfortunately they have been taken back slowly. All they needed to do was get a chicken dinner in the last game and this game. So I don't know. That's, if you say like in no feelings. So we have the players here from Delta Force waiting on the player from Blitz. We can see for him, he's waiting for the chance to engage. Probably is going to be taking on this fight sooner or later, but then Ferrero has to be on the alert because Blitz will be waiting for them. They need to be waiting for that chance to take on the player from MU. Prison also closing in. Fast knock in on the players from Delta Force. Swash going in. What? Why can't I switch? Swashi going in for that push, trying to get the revamp as well on his knocked teammate. But then the players from Blitz will probably be going in for that push, and Prison will be coming from the back here. Another knock is in. Ferrero with a knock does get a perfect cover on his teammate. Uncle Wade does get knocked. Blitz is basically giving the players from Delta Force quite a hard time there. Swashi, one person remaining, perfect spray, and all the players have been eliminated from the team that is going to be Blitz. They have to be careful though. Mercenary Union coming in from the back. Prison watching this fight as it happens right in front of him, looking for the chance to engage in a fight, but they are not doing that at all. CX and BMGs taking on each other right now. CX, one of the players, Raven is down. Scott and Murid need to find a way of finishing this fight before the zone closes in. For now, the Rush Esports team is the only team that is not in the safe zone. BMGs are quite safe in terms of zone, but Rush Esports, you need to start moving right now. It's not BMG, CX Esports. They're waiting on the players from Rush. Another knock comes in from the back. Tactical player Torfino, third part in this fight. There's another player right in front of him on the right side here. That is going to be Rush Black. He's waiting for Black to expose himself. Rush Hour as well. He's waiting on the chance here to help his teammate. But for now, tactical player Torfino waiting on him. The fight will be a little bit interesting right now. Young Didi is down. They're trying to make sure that they can smoke up their knocked teammate from Rush Esports, but is it gonna be enough? Tactical player Rufino waiting for them. They're waiting for that chance to engage. They're waiting for them to make a mistake, then probably they will be actually engaging in this fight sooner than they expected. Rush Black there was actually very interesting to see him being eliminated, even though they had tried to smoke the whole place and get as much cover as possible on their side. But honestly, we'll see what happens here. I can bet my throat is dry. Yeah, there's a delay, very big one, 5 minutes delay. So that's something we need we'll look into it. Don't worry. Looking at the player there from Delta Force. Swashi going in for that push. Sorry about that. I got distracted here. But then the players from Delta Force have been eliminated. MU Prison trying to close in as well. Tactical players need to be careful. The damage is in. Prison does get the damage on the player from Tactical player. Now he'll be hooking up a nade just to make sure it's going to be a Kobe. Get a couple of eliminations to their teams. A name. Remember, all they need is a chicken dinner. 3 teams remaining. Rush Esports, Mercenary Union, and the players from Tactical team. Already 2 teams are in the line for winning. That is Eternal Life and BPX have been taken back to lobby. So yes, the only team that remains when it comes to taking on the 1,000 Kenya shillings is Mercenary Union. That is the only team that is remaining to take on the chicken dinner. So I'm going to be following up on a few things there. There's something that doesn't sit well with me, so I'm going to be following up on that. So Rush Arnie, that's how to get Ani hiyo nade hata sidhani amefikiria, ameachilia tu. But let's get the damage on Beno baby. Rush Esports is going to be the team that's going to be giving the players from Tactical Team a hard time. Fast knock in there. The player from MU watching this fight will be having a good time because now people are taking each other down. And once they do that, this is your chance, to third party and get your eliminations. Rush Esports are trying to get as much damage as possible on the players from Tactical Team Era, going in for that push, getting a nade on his hand there, and he needs to be careful. He's trying to cook up a Kobe on you guys. Rush Hour, the nades are coming towards you guys, but then Era as well, the nades are flying in towards his end. We might be seeing a Kobe here, either the player from Tactical Team, what did I say, either the player from Tactical Team Era will be getting a Kobe on the player from Rush Esports, or the tables will be turning in MU prison will be the reason why people are not getting the chicken dinner right now. Arnie needs to be careful. MU is right next to him there. He's going to be getting a lot of damage on his end. If he's not careful, MU prison display their own. Arnie does get the fast knockers. Like I said, he's going to be the reason that Rush Esports are going to be having a hard time getting the chicken dinner. And now just 2 teams remaining, 3 players remaining. It is just going to be MU prison versus the player from Tactical Team Era and his teammate Torfinho. As soon as we get a chicken dinner from prison, 1,000 Kenya shillings goes to Mercenary Union, just like that, just because of the smash rule. Torfinho does get a nade on towards prison. Almost a Kobe does miss a couple of shots there. Prison trying to get the damage, goes in for that push, does try to get Torfinho, but then the S12K player Torfinho does get the last kill point here, and unfortunately no single team has been able to get their 1,000 Kenya shillings. And just like that, game 4 has come to an end, and we have a Tactical Team getting 9 eliminations to their name. Second, we have Mercenary Union. They have a total of 10 eliminations. The third, we have Rush Esports, 4 eliminations. 4, we have Delta Force. They have a total of 4 eliminations. 5, we have CX Esports, 4. 6 BMGs 4, 7 Blitz 0, 8 Access Power 0, 9 K9 0, 10 Eternal Life 12, 11 Invincibles 0, 12 TYC 2, 13 BPX 7 eliminations? When did that happen? 14 Deadly Clan 0, 15 S7 3, 16 it's Inhale Tempo 0, 17 F4M1, and then 18 Road to Glory 1. Best going a lot with 60 feet. EL player K Fallop, best companion with 3 rescues. Delta Force player Swashi, and then finisher with the final elimination, Tactical player Torfinho. Webcam Ewaki. Oh, we are here. So yes, like we have said, that was the last game of the night, and it was Miramar. So as we say goodnight tonight, we'll be having you guys just know the structure will be changing. So please be on the lookout. Follow on Discord. The updates will be posted there. And for the people watching, please hit the like button because the game has finally come to an end. We have enjoyed Group A games. For now, have yourselves a lovely night. It has been your girl Mitch Gaming, and these are the Kenya Pubg Mobile League Games Season 8.
Rada. Rada. Niko. Unapunguza volume. Rada. Amefanya nini? Nilikuwa naangalia yako nimepata saa hiyo ukisema something is fish. Mm. Nicheki.
Unanisikia?
Yes. Niko live nacheki live. Kiasi tulia nataka kuexpand hii screen. Sawa twende. Sioni. Ndio tulishindwa ni nini amefanya?